Yeah, that's really another thing though. Like you have to let your ego go to grow because your ego can stop you from a lot of business opportunities, just growing as a person, just in life. Like
I used to be so against all that stuff. I used to be like, man, I don't want no job, like, cause I just went out and started my business, so I was like, man, I don't want to get another job, work none of that stuff. But and then my girl in the past used to be like, so I should get a job with this and whatnot. And sometimes I would be getting mad, like on the inside I'd be getting mad, but really like. Once I did get that job, I was like, dang, I'm glad I did, because not only I could work on my communication with everybody there, I just realizing like this is not what I want to do, or and then talking to people, it's putting yourself out there. Like we said, you gotta take risks. That's like putting yourself out there to experience stuff, and then life will throw stuff at you, like since you did it.
So back to what you saying. So are you saying you're grateful that you actually took the opportunity to get a job?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people look at it like, oh, it's just a job. That ain't gonna help me do nothing in life. But like you said, you learned a lot of things in life that is gonna help you get farther in life.
Yeah, like, people like, you not lying, because when we was in middle school, it was somebody with a baby coming in. So I know y'all remember that. It was like it was different stories going on, brothers. Somebody was gonna have a baby. I just remember that. And then it would be like videos going around sometimes. So I get your
Cause a lot of people got everything handed in their life. When they get in the real world, they crash. They don't know how. They don't have that real hunger. They don't have that ambition. They don't have no experience because
that's why they get stuck.
Exactly.
Doing that regular.
It's all a game though. Like people that's different, they gonna get hated on because they know they are, they have a potential to be up there. You know what I'm saying?
Not to cut you off though, but some people are there. There's some people are there
to
place in your life just for you to. It could just be a life lesson for
to
you.
See them, yes, bro. You get what you're saying, cause
you gotta think, man. A lot of people don't have. You really have to take a better on. Cause a lot of people don't have self-awareness. A lot of people don't have the skill of just critical thinking and thinking on their own. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like, hands-on experience. I know people that don't have the just opportunities to think on their own.
My brother.
But just like.
They want their titty to be out a little bit. You feel me? Like,
this shit.
Bro, they be 15, 16 years old, looking like they 30. Like, you can go on Instagram.
Quick shout out to our sponsors, True for Apparel. The quality looks amazing, and not only does it look amazing, it feels amazing too. I went out and I took some pictures so I can get a better idea what it looks like. I was satisfied. Let me know what y'all think. One of the main things that stuck out to me about this clothing brand is the quote. It says, be truthful to yourself in spite of the way society sees you. And this is just one of the many clothing items they have, so make sure y'all go follow them at truthful_apparel21. Let's go. Yo, welcome to the New Jam Revaluation Podcast. It's your favorite dreadhead, Ragizi. And I got my boy Vern right here, like always.
What's going on?
And my boy Joey.
No baby.
Zo baby. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, man.
We got my man Deuce here, man. We got the guest, CalebTv on this guy.
Go ahead and do so, man.
So yeah,
Man, it's boy CalebTv, man. I'm just a small content creator, man. I guess you could say an influencer. Not really a social media influencer, just a regular influencer in life. On the daily.
Yes, sir. In real life.
Real talk.
real spill. Tell us about what you do.
Oh, what the cars?
Wait, yeah. Would you want to be a comedian or be like one of the people like not that boy Funny or what's his name?
Funny Marco?
Funny Marco. One of the people be on social media like
I never the crazy thing, I never thought about that.
You did?
But I could definitely see that, like, just by like when we used to do skits, like, because I still want to do like the skits. Like recently, I've been like just thinking about skits. I could definitely see that. I just never thought about that.
Oh, you're so good. Man, doing skits and stuff. I feel like being like like one of the funny dude on there. It could be like has the ups and downs. That's what I just think about. Cause like I feel like if I did that path and did some funny stuff on social media, I don't know if people take it seriously when you try to be serious and stuff, whatnot.
It depends though. Like it all depends on the demeanor. Like let's just say like Kevin Hart, his demeanor is he is naturally a funny guy. So people might take what he says as a joke, but they also know how to differentiate
when he being serious.
Yeah,
and
like
being,
it's all about your demeanor. Cause like just like Castanet, he's always goofing, trolling.
Like I've been watching him more recently, and he like actually a serious person. Like
yeah,
he know how to handle himself. Cause you know he got friends. I be seeing him with his friends, but his friends not like he's he's grown. Like he's different. Like the way he
matured.
move.
Yeah,
Even with the whole the thing that happened in New York.
You gotta come out with the female and stuff.
No.
Oh, you're talking about
the riot.
The riot.
Like, this crazy stuff that was happening.
Yeah.
I mean, like just seeing him realize, like, I mean, it was crazy. I don't know why they was trying to make him seem like he was so bad on the media. That's what the media be making people like. I swear they love to do that shit.
Especially like.
But he our age though. Castanet is only like a year older.
Yeah, he's like 21 or
He might be 22. He might be 22.
He definitely.
But
he doing
he growing just like us though.
Yeah.
We in the same stage.
But you gotta think about it. He gotta grow faster.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like he is. So
But that's how you know anybody can do this shit.
Yeah.
Nah,
You really just gotta. You actually have to put that work in.
Yeah, because he was doing this since he was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, but he really started really taking it serious when he was in college.
You can tell Castanet real disciplined.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You can tell he's
recently.
real
Come
disciplined.
on, like he did a subathon with
Man,
come on, like
30 days.
you know how hard it is.
Yeah, I really don't think people like. I feel like it's underestimated. Like the fact that he got a camera in every spot in the crib.
Nah,
and
that
Nah,
part
facts.
is actually crazy.
Cause folks don't know like wiring that shit, hooking that shit up. That
Bro,
shit takes a lot of
yes.
fucking time.
And he took
Man,
time
not
to.
even time, the money and all that.
Money.
Like, but you even just on a basic level of just streaming every day. A lot of people can't stream 30 days straight
Yeah.
mentally. Like,
Not even that. He basically put himself on house arrest.
Yeah.
Like, bro was in the, like 30 days, at least 28. He was there. Like,
Yeah, people.
that's hard.
Some people can't even go 30 days without being in it because he couldn't do do nothing with no female or.
Cause it wasn't like day and night. Like,
Day and night, we watched some.
Take a shower.
I was in the motherfuckers. It was fun. He like
That's different though.
people be taking that shit for granted though. Like
And then it also comes with a different maturity because you gotta watch what you put on there.
Yeah,
camera
for sure.
24/7.
24/7 for 30 days. He was going like that's
Then he was having different guests.
Yes, he had like NLE
I
up
remember the
there.
NLE show. That joke was
He had his
fucking
friends up
strategy.
there.
Yeah, that's different though. That's a different type of mentality. That's also
That's
like,
why I love like he's so like he be having all these thoughts in his head. He actually making them come true. Like you really gotta be thinking about that stuff to like have a subathon and buy a mansion and get the cameras everywhere.
I mean, it's a lot of people that have that type of creative ability. It's just not a lot of people that apply it.
So it's not that. I think people care about what other people think.
Yeah.
It could go hand in hand too though.
No, I feel like he did.
The main character.
Yeah, the reason that he being able to do that so much is because I feel like he already did that shit when he was a kid. Like he did the skits and like if he was gonna get embarrassed, he already did that.
He already been through that because
Yeah,
you gotta think about the local people that's gonna talk about you, all that, like your friends, like you been through that.
He already.
That's what I'm saying. Like once you've been in the social media game for a little minute, that hate and all that really gets better to you. Like you really have to. You actually mature differently because you have to know you learn how to control your feelings because nobody might say something that's totally wrong. Just by you responding, you might say the wrong thing, you can mess up a deal, you can get canceled nowadays. You don't know what that can actually do to you. It's like you have to it teaches you how to control your feelings, it teaches you like
It's crazy. That's why it's so dangerous blowing up nowadays. Because if you're not the right person when you blow up, blowing up will make your whole world like.
It can ruin your life.
It can ruin your stuff.
Get
like
you
whatever
killed.
you got going on. Because people like it all comes back to focus on yourself and figure out like being you and just having to go through that journey. And that journey got different stages. And one of those stages is being alone, and you're gonna have to do that. And like I'm pretty sure most everybody here has been through that stage where you had to be locked up on your own and just have to focus on you be on your grind.
It was
that was during school.
I don't think Corona really changed.
It was after. It was after school for me.
No, I'm not saying like you, but like you gotta think about a lot of people doing the same stuff or doing even worse. Like since Corona, like Corona didn't really change.
I don't know. I think he was saying like that Corona is when you had to go through it, right?
No, I was saying I'm sure a lot of people had some good awakenings during Corona.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why,
actually positive.
That's why
they went straight to school. They knew what was going on. They knew what was
They
going
said they're
on.
not ready to handle this.
They
Some
had
people was.
flashbacks, man. They was like, I gotta stay in school.
Bro, yeah, cause like,
Mama made them get a job.
well, yeah, cause like you were saying how school is like a safety net for them. Like it's like you don't have to face the world. So
Listen to the kid.
go ahead.
Listen, bruh, listen. Okay, so if you just getting out of high school and you know you don't know what you want to do, and your parents are one of the type of people that's gonna be like school, just go to school, bro. Because once you go to school, they're not gonna bother you as much as if you're in their house 24/7. If you're in the house, you might want to start a YouTube, or say you might want to start a clothing brand. You know that stuff takes time.
Oh, I think I get what you're saying now.
So they gonna say you might be day and night putting work in, but they don't see you putting work in. They just see you, or you just on your phone, you just on your laptop. Because they see you so much. So they gonna be like, oh, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
You wasting time. This is like my parents now. Like my parents still, they be like, oh, you been out of school for how long? I don't really see no prior to this. Even though they don't know, I be late night editing. I might be researching. Like I'm constantly researching, trying to figure out another way I can try to just get myself on, because obviously I don't just want to do nothing with the rest of my life. Like obviously I have an actual goal that I'm actually trying to pursue. Maybe it might, I understand. That's why like sometimes like I understand like it might not look to you that I'm not doing something, but actually I'm doing something that most people nowadays can't even do. Don't even have the mentality to do. Like
Taking the time, even the attention span.
The confidence too.
Like
confidence.
confidence is a major key.
Yeah,
Man,
it sure do. Cause being on social media and putting your face out there, it could be you can feel vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Having people see everything you're doing and just saying whatever you want. Or even if you're speaking the truth, not everybody believe in what you're doing. So
yeah, that's another thing though. Like everybody think, like I'm trying to get my mom on the social media way, because I know the type of money it makes. I know her. She doesn't think she has an interesting life. But I told her, Mom, you're a young woman. You have 5 kids. You're finna have another kid. You know how many people are having their first kid? Just want to see a video just to make them feel comfortable. Just make them feel like
not alone sometimes.
Exactly, not alone. Like just because you might think your life is not interesting, it could be millions of people that just like you just wanted to see somebody just like them, just to make them feel comfortable.
You know, bro. You know, it's so crazy. YouTube's so diverse. You could be doing anything, and there's other people doing the same thing, because it don't even matter what you're doing. Because it was this kid, he blew up so big. I don't know if he did toy channel. He did the toy reviews. Mm-hmm. It was like I think he was like Asian or something. He was an Asian kid, and his stuff would get billions of views. And all he was doing, he was in the backyard. He got like a water slide, and he was reviewing toys. He slid the toys down the water slide, and then he would open them up and whatnot. And that was the video. Billions.
You gotta think about it. The billions of people who was watching was
kids. Because some they relate to. They want to see this.
That's why, especially with the social media stuff, it's good. That's why everybody say be yourself. That is true. Being yourself, because you don't know who. You can tell when somebody being fake and genuine over time.
Oh yeah.
Like it's plain as day. So just by you seeing somebody that's like very genuine or real, what they say they gonna do or what they do, it makes you feel like, oh, I can relate to this person.
You know, it's crazy. I realized that, like me and you, like we can see and watch a video and realize somebody fake, but a lot of people, I feel like some people don't. Like some people be thinking these real how people be, and that's not.
Like you said, vulnerability or whatever the word is.
Yeah, vulnerability. Yeah, whatever the fuck the word was.
A lot for folks to be vulnerable.
That's why
I want to take that risk.
And that's why I said the social media stuff is all about image. It's all about like how you portray yourself, because people nowadays really do believe anything. Like,
oh yeah,
I could show up $1 million me in cash. People think I'm a millionaire, but I salute my mama out today.
exactly.
So it's like,
And
I mean, not get it wrong.
No,
It's possible.
You know the crazy thing about social media though? You will have $1 million fake cash, and your friend is arguing with the other people in the comments, telling you that it's real, but the shit is really fake, and like you know it's fake too.
Yeah.
But your fans is arguing like that shit is crazy. Like
That's all about
You never know what to believe in.
these famous niggas be laughing.
Yeah.
No bad nigga like my story. That's how they be, bro.
Bro, it's crazy. It's just like I feel like people just need to learn how to think for themselves, because you'll see some stuff that's not real, and then you'll, like you said, you have people in your comments arguing about somebody else, like whether it's real or not.
But you gotta think that's like, you know, you can say that, but realistically, it's never gonna change. It's only gonna get worse. Cause you gotta think about a lot of
school
people.
started. You can't think for yourself at school. You gotta ask to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You gotta sit down. You gotta raise your hand. You gotta either be the line leader or the caboose. Like, you don't got no option.
If you do something that's always superior to you.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's why folks won't blow, because they feel like somebody's always controlling them. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the other thing. We talk about the school system vaguely, but we can really get into it, because if you talk about the roots, like it's positioned for us to be like employees or something, to work a certain type of way and not actually be ourselves really, or just be be like creative. I feel like it takes our creativity away, our individuality, all that stuff, and it just being in that for 12 years, and then you go to college too as well.
Think about it. If it was teaching us, if it was building our individuality, why are they all teaching us the same thing? It's all making us be the same person, realistically.
And then it makes people afraid to fail, because they think that if you I feel like people be scared to take risks because of how it was in school. Because when you fail, you think that's the end of it. You just did bad.
Get kept back. Teachers on you. You got to take reclasses, take away your summer. It's always punishment to whatever.
It's like when kids that fail all the time, when the teachers are telling them you fail, they feel beaten up, but then they become successful later on because they don't already failed in their childhood.
You gotta think though. People don't realize failure is the biggest success ever, because you gotta think, a lot of people don't. When you don't take risks, you don't fail. When you take risks and you fail, you learn from the mistakes.
Yep.
The more you learn, the more you can win.
You know,
if you never fail at anything in life, how would you grow and develop as a person?
You wouldn't be. Nobody would want to listen to anything you got to say if you never did something and did That's why I was saying you got to go through it to get to it, because if you don't go put yourself in different opportunities to get different positions and either fail or succeed, you're not gonna have this. You have no personality or whatnot. You're not taking no risk. You got nothing to talk about because you didn't put yourself out there to either fail or succeed.
Right. But don't get it wrong. Like Vernon said, risk ain't just scamming or nothing like that. Risk should just be you just simply just
doing
something that you know you should do, but you're not doing. That's taking a risk.
It could be even something like you just starting a TikTok for your brand, or starting TikTok for your hair page, knowing it can help you go to the next level and get more clients. You just feel like the hearing of other people's opinions or this and that just.
Yep, and then even making investments on yourself when it comes to if you're trying to learn something. There's people out there that got the information. It could be a risk to invest in getting somebody to teach you certain stuff about credit or about business or about marketing. That's a risk that you could take to try to put yourself forward. And like you said, sometimes it don't work, but at least you got that information, or you went through it to know certain things about what you wanted to learn.
That's different though. I ain't gonna count. A lot of people look at that stuff. Oh, it's a scam, or he can't teach me nothing. But a lot of successful people have mentors.
Yeah.
People that taught them the way to. Everything really go back to the mentality, mental life.
Perspective.
Just even giving a different perspective on life, that can take you a real long way.
It can take you so far, bro.
Whole new approach.
Change everything in life. Just a different perspective. It just boils back down to figuring out who you are. You gotta start questioning stuff. You gotta start thinking more. People need to start sitting down and really handling the stuff they got with themselves. You gotta figure out, some people can't just sit down and be alone for however many amount of days. Why you can't do that? People don't want to think. They want to be scared and people get too comfortable being comfortable. Get too comfortable being comfortable. They don't want to get out their comfort zone.
But you gotta think that's why a lot of people have distractions to try to cope or cover up.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Distractions.
Them having to face reality. Because a lot of people might use their friends to
cope for what they got going on.
Yeah,
for
like
themselves.
they always need somebody to talk to, or always need to be around somebody. Like basically, like going back to what we were saying, like being alone. Like a lot of people don't know how to face their own problems.
Exactly, and they scared to.
That's why a lot of the young people go to drugs. Like they get to going high, getting high every day. Not saying everybody use drugs. Not really gonna say weed, because drugs could be taken a whole different way. But just say weed. A lot of people.
Drugs too.
Yeah.
You got a nigga out here
Pill
poking.
poppers and shit.
You know, that's what make me so mad though too. Like, with the music and the social media popping how it is, the kids be getting into it like young. So say they had a problem or something traumatic might happen or whatnot. They might have get whatever they have close to them, or they can heard in some music that this will help, or not like they're popping pills and stuff like that, and they feel like it's gonna change something where it's only gonna make it worse. But they don't really know that because they just listen to music or social media, and they think that this, that, and the other. But it'll just start a whole path to lead them down. Like, I don't know. I feel like drugs be trapping people sometimes.
Nah, fast. What you had said right now. Whatever you
Feed your mind.
feed your mind, your eyes, and your ears is what you're gonna believe. That's why a lot of the music. I mean, yeah, you say a lot of. Nah, fast though. A lot of the music nowadays is growing the younger generation. But that's why it's getting pushed so
They
heavy.
speeding up life. Like life is
Making them more mature and stuff.
everything. It's like
Not mature.
it's making kids do
Grow faster.
Yeah, like
grow faster.
for an example, like us, you know, our parents think we grew up fast. Like from the music we listen to maybe how we dress to
You think so?
yeah.
I think that to our
Look at the females nowadays.
No, I feel like our parents.
Shit at 17.
Okay, I feel like the parents like nowadays think that their kids are growing up fast. I don't think our parents thought we was growing up fast when we was kids.
Shoot.
You think so? I mean,
Well,
because of what you was doing.
I guess it's
I was just going
Because as a kid, I mean, we was kids. I feel like as a kid, like, because I mean, you know, most of y'all since middle school and shit. So I feel like as kids, we was doing.
Yeah, I ain't
good
gonna lie,
shit.
as a whole, he is right level. I don't think we was considered like going up fast now. Nowadays?
Nowadays,
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but my dad hates that nigga always on my ass, bro.
But
that's
I'm
not what
saying,
we
like,
talking about though. We're not
but we
talking
talking about like, did your parents think you grew up too fast?
like, oh, you was doing this.
Yeah, like for an example, just simple stuff like 6th grade, you know, asking to go to a movie or a game night. You know, they'd probably say something like, my parents ain't let me go out till I was 16, and you asking at 11. Or like, Mom, I think I'm finna go buy my first pair of shoes. 8 years old. Mom probably ain't did that till she was 20. Like, it's just simple stuff like.
Wait, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even doing that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, why I just wouldn't buy my own stuff? I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just.
I mean,
Okay,
I
you
was
just saying,
where
okay.
you coming from.
I get
like,
it. Okay.
It just.
So you feel like I just feel like
Even losing virginity.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's say losing virginities, right?
okay, you might be right about that part because I feel like they did think we was doing that shit
Exactly.
fast.
Exactly.
Cause
Because
yeah, folks we used to wait till marriage back in the day.
Yeah, so
Now
I
that
know,
shit
and
not
now
good.
our kids probably like I think the average age for somebody to lose their virginity for our generation is like 16.
you know what? You not lying because when we was in middle school, it was somebody with a baby coming up. So I know y'all remember that. It was like it was different stories going on, brothers. Somebody was gonna have a baby. I just remember that. And then it would be like videos going around sometimes. So I get your you remember when videos went around in middle school type stuff. But like I ain't gonna lie, like you're not lying that part of things. But I feel like overall,
I don't think we that bad though.
nah,
But look at like prom. You can use prom as a great example. When our parents went to prom, it looked like, you know, like like Sunday, you know, when we go to prom now, it's more like, you know, they want their titty to be out a little bit, you feel me? Like, bro, they be 15, 16 years old, looking like they 30. Like, you can go on Instagram right now, and you can see a female, and you think she bad.
Right.
And then she fuck around 14 years old. Like, that's what I mean. Like, we growing up
I'd be
quick.
14, it might be 12.
But that's not because of them. It's because they parents. How you not gonna raise your? I mean,
Nah, but
It's
no,
the
some
environment.
people got
It's the
good
environment,
parents, right?
though.
But then you got bad influences on the outside.
You
Parents
got
can
social
control.
media.
I ain't gonna lie, you're not lying because well, I can't say too much, but definitely social media play a big part in how. It's because like okay, we can go back to the school situation. we go to school for like 8 hours. We don't be with our parents, so it's not like we getting raised. They got work, we got school. Sometimes we have extracurricular like football and whatnot. So the time we spend with our family, really, it gets dwelled down to like only hours. So usually, if we be consuming like social media, music, so we spend more time like on social media and all the other stuff more than we have with our parents. So to say, it's like social media is running us. That's how they want it to be in this world.
You know, our parents go to work.
Yeah, and our parents go to work.
I got
Sometimes.
something to say.
Go ahead, man.
You know who really raised you for real?
Who?
Your friends. Like y'all go through trials and tribulations together. That's why whoever you hang out with is important with who you trying to be, because your friend, you might not say it, like you might not admit it, but they have a big influence on who you are. And like, what do you like?
You are who you like.
Exactly, like your friends, like.
Yeah.
That's when it comes.
A lot of people don't think that.
School put us together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Parents don't even control the
Like,
baby.
you probably around your friends, you know,
More than your parents.
Way
twice as much, because you only probably with your parents for when you in school on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. That's probably the only two.
Nowadays.
Not even that. But I'm saying, like, Saturday and Sunday is the only guaranteed day that you might spend the day with your parents.
And then
Monday through Friday, it's a whole nother ball game.
you know, that's what I think is another thing, because that's why women want to be independent and all that. But once they start working, if there ain't no parent at home, like say you got a female. They used to have females stay at home and raise the kids and whatnot and do certain stuff. That's a very important thing, because once the female working too, it's even less. It's like somebody to be there with the kids or be a different influence for them to see. Because now they mostly only see the stuff that they go on their phones and see. Because now the household is messed up, because you know what I'm saying. It's the dad working, sometimes the mom working too, and nobody there. Like
I feel it's best that
you feel it's best of both.
Absolutely.
Wait, both? Wait, no. Wait. What you mean? Like, what you mean?
both parents are at home majority of the time. I know it. Unfortunately, that mostly cannot happen. But
Yeah.
me growing up and seeing my dad have to work a lot, I could see how I've got raised. I'm definitely, like my parents have said, I'm definitely a good child. But that's on my own will. You gotta think about it as other kids that the mom is mostly home, but they dads still take care of them and do dad stuff, but he doesn't have that real dad influence that's always in his face. He might see him, like once out the week for real, like a whole day, but every other day he's only there with his mom or he with his friends.
I get what you're saying. I agree to a certain extent, but I feel like that starts leading to like who is the dad as a person, because you can have, if you become like if you work on yourself and you become a great person, you still gonna be having stuff to do and you might not be around the house as much. But if you become a person who can have like great knowledge, when you come and see your kids for however long you get to see them, that time would be worth more than if you was like with a dad that didn't really have no experience. Like he was just a working person and he came home and he spent however many hours with him. The kid's not gonna get as much from if the dad that worked on himself and did what he needed to do came back home and spent a couple of hours or whatnot with him, and then like you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's more about the person at that point.
I understand what you're saying, but we talking about kids though. Like kids gonna do what they want to do at the same time. Like your dad could be this great influential person. He could tell you the thicks and thins, anything. But at the end of the day, you're still a kid. You're still gonna be naive at the end of the day.
Yeah,
It don't matter what he tell you.
I guess I feel like you're right. It depends on the age. Like you said, not everybody gonna have the ability to be at home or the financial situation. But I feel like different parenthoods breed different kids, because I know for me, my parents wasn't together.
Yeah,
It wasn't like I had my mom and dad at the house and that would it's
Parents, they just supposed to guide you.
Yeah, they die.
The kid has the choice to listen to them or not.
That's 100% fact. It don't matter what they tell you, you still have the choice to do what you want, because
Life
you're
is
gonna do
all
what they
about
want to do.
choices.
Like you got friends that was in school that was just doing whatever, but had the best parents. Like you always got that one friend that just want to portray this thuggish image, but being he got the best of parents and he was the greatest kid in school. Like it's
come on, bro. Like, why you even? But that I feel like that boils back to the social media. I feel like when you say kids gonna do what they want, it be because they be seeing certain stuff on social media too.
Or their friends.
Or their friends.
That have seen stuff on social media. Or the older people that was in their community that was doing wrong, they seen them doing wrong. So it's like, I mean, it's really all a cycle.
I ain't gonna lie. It was this one part from a J. Cole song, and he was explaining it. He was saying a story, but rapping it. And he was saying how he was talking to his friend in the car, and he was like how he wished he had the money and whatnot, the drug. He was like the thuggish dude. The thuggish dude was like, he almost wanted to smack him for saying that because he wished he had the life that J. Cole had because he seen him doing like different stuff. And he was saying how he don't have the opportunity to do what J. Cole was doing because, you know, his mom don't care about them, and he doing whatever he got to get past. But J. Cole had the opportunity to do what he wanted to and be able to blow up. So I definitely see how like it just depends on
really your circumstances.
Yeah. And that's why I had to learn to like not hate nobody for real, and that's why I lead with love for the most part, because you never know what somebody been through or circumstances. Some people, you know what I'm saying, ain't never been able to like face childhood traumas or whatnot. Like, I mean, it's stuff that.
Yeah, that's why they say don't take everything personal.
Yeah.
I've been trying to work on that because, you know, with the social media stuff, and like I said, like, you'll see, like, somebody always gonna hate on you. Like, I've been dealing with hate since I was a kid. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's always somebody that's gonna hate me for something I do. I could be trying to do the best for me, but it doesn't matter. Somebody always gonna hate me.
You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Yeah.
Look, it's all a game though. Like people that's different, they gonna get hated on because they know they are, you know, they have a high potential to be up there. You know what I'm saying?
100% agree with you. Because I feel like if I was doing the same thing everybody else would be doing, I'd be getting the same praise as everybody else.
Right. And they will all want to be the same person. And they're like, oh, we can't get him no more, so we just gonna start hating on him.
That's bad. That is like,
People hate other people because
They beat
they're
themselves.
different. They never seen it before, so they don't believe that it can happen. So they gonna hate on you because they never seen it. People, that's a lot. That's why a lot of people don't believe in like, you know, like a higher being and stuff because they don't see it.
Yeah.
So it's
You
the
know,
same thing with hate.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe people do hate on people that take the time to work on themselves. I don't know. Like, I mean, because they can do the same thing, but they'll hate on you because you doing it and you did it. I don't know. I mean,
you gotta think about it. You might not be experiencing now, but the more you put yourself out there, you will experience a lot of hate just by the way you talk and your demeanor. It might be some people have never seen before. They be like, who he think he is, or why he think he know everything, but they don't know. You probably sat there took years really trying to understand the knowledge or trying to better yourself. It's just simple stuff like that because a lot of people don't really want to do nothing with their life. Like, it just like,
and they get people miserable and they try to make other people miserable.
yeah.
You know what they say? They say broke people always talking shit about other people.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you said.
you go.
Rich people try to help people be in a position to better themselves. Like, so a broke person, if two people broke, they both gonna bring each other down. Like, y'all have an idea, but y'all both shooting each other idea down. Like, I don't think that's gonna work. They ain't never heard.
You know, yeah, you can say that even in a money sense and in a life sense.
Yeah, in a
like,
life sense
broke
too.
people, like people who are broken on the inside, spiritual or whatever. It's, you know, it's so crazy because like it's some people you really just can't reach because they broke, and they'll be this type of person for the rest of their lives. And it's like sometimes, I mean, there's some people you can see you could change, but when I've seen people like, you know, like this is who they are and they gonna be that.
Not to cut you off though, but some people are there. There's some people are there
To
to place
be
in your life just for you to. It could just be a life lesson for
to
you.
see them. Yes, bro, I get what you're saying, because I definitely, it's like, it's so good to be able to like look at your surroundings and be able to see things about certain people. It's like, okay, this person is like this, I definitely don't want to be like be stuck like this. Like even at a job, you know how you be at a job and certain stuff you
hey,
see
First
them,
couple of people you see, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be like him. You know what I'm saying?
You'll start talking at the job, they be like, I've been here for like
Oh
30
yeah,
years.
but I ain't gonna lie,
Like, what?
Like, and that's why jobs sometimes are good. You be seeing folks.
Yes, that's yes.
Okay, I see how this person was. And they, you know, I like talking to them because it's like they tell me their life story, even if it's like somebody that didn't make it. Some people think you just gotta talk to them, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's good to learn about other people, just so you know not the mistakes,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about the same footprints you walking into.
You know, I used to be so against all that stuff. I used to be like, man, I don't want no job, like, cause you know, I just when I was starting my business, so I was like, man, I don't want to get another job, work none of that stuff. But and then my girl in the past used to be like, you know, so I should get a job with this and whatnot. And sometimes I would be getting mad, like on the inside I'd be getting mad, but really like once I did get that job, I was like, dang, I'm glad I did, because not only am I could work on my communication with everybody there. I just realizing like this is not what I want to do, or just and then talking to people. It's putting yourself out there. Like we said, you gotta take risks. That's like putting yourself out there to experience stuff, and then life will throw stuff at you like since you did it.
So back to what you saying. So are you saying you're grateful that you actually took the opportunity to get a job?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people look at it like, oh, it's just a job. That ain't gonna help me do nothing in life. But like you said, you learned a lot of things in life that is gonna help you get farther in life.
Yeah, like, people like, you want to be this type of, like, I feel like people say they don't want to get jobs. Like me, I said I didn't want to get no job and all that because I felt like, you know, I know how the system is and whatnot. I don't want to be this person, go get a job and be in a rat race and all that. But really, sometimes you gotta allow yourself to be. I seen this one dude say like sometimes you gotta allow to get brainwashed to see where they want you to go, and then once you're in there, you be able to break out of it. By
You have to let your ego go.
That's
really another thing though. Like you have to let your ego go to grow, because your ego can stop you from a lot of business opportunities, just growing as a person just in life. Like,
you know, I didn't even think about it like that.
Like your
You
ego.
don't have to go through rat racing to get the rat racing. Like, what I mean by that is you got to go through like how it is to not have money, live paycheck to paycheck, to get the hunger, to finally the motivation to do whatever you want, because you've been there, you experienced it. If you don't ever experience it, you're not gonna have that hunger in you to be what you visualize in your head. You'll always just
I got two things to say for that, because
But listen,
Go ahead.
because he just said that. Say if you always had everything in your life.
okay, that's where I was gonna go with that.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
Because I'm saying like,
Go ahead, I'll let you go.
because a lot of people that have everything hindered in their life, when they get in the real world, they crash. They don't know how. They don't have that real hunger. They don't have that ambition. They don't have no experience because
And that's why they get stuck
Exactly.
doing that regular job stuff. Because like you said, once you get that college, get you comfortable. Then when you get thrown out there into that life because you ain't want to get through the experiences, now you just going for whatever is I don't know the word, but whatever works. It's another word I was trying to
I feel it's